Alaska's Inside Passage, home to scenic waterways, abundant wildlife, and fascinating history. It's the gateway to the last frontier. Getting here is half the fun. Roads are scarce, so visitors hop between communities by air, cruise ship, or the state ferry system. And once you're here, there are plenty of activities to choose from. Chances are you'll want to get on the water. Sea kayaking, sport fishing, and river rafting are unforgettable. And day cruises can get you up close and personal with the local marine life. You'll also find a wide range of tours and attractions on land. Glide through towering evergreens on some of the longest and most exciting zip lines you'll ever experience. Or take a hike through the Tongass National Forest. At 17 million acres, it's the largest temperate rainforest in the world. Known as Alaska's first city, Ketchikan is often the first port of call for visitors headed north. Start by strolling the historic downtown area and famous Creek Street with its wooden boardwalks. Then get an introduction to the first Alaskans and the largest collection of totem poles in the world at places like Saxman Native Village, Totem Bight State Park, and the Totem Heritage Center. Or maybe you'd like to get a different perspective. From Ketchikan, take a float plane to the giant Misty Fjords National Monument. The scenery is spectacular, with glacier-carved valleys and cliffs that tower 3,000 feet high. Further up the Inside Passage is Juneau, one of America's most picturesque state capitals. The Mount Roberts Tramway rises 2,000 feet. Here you can get an eagle's eye view of the city below, or begin a day hike on one of the area's many trails. For a refreshing change of pace, visit the Mendenhall Glacier and Visitor Center. Whether you're on your own or part of an organized tour, don't forget your camera. You can even explore the remnants of the last ice age by helicopter and land on one of the 140 glaciers that make up the Juneau Icefield. Further north is the town of Skagway, made famous during the Klondike Gold Rush of 1898. Here, history comes to life in the Gold Rush-era buildings faithfully preserved by the National Park Service. For a real adventure, enjoy a 3-hour ride on one of the most scenic railways in the world, the historic White Pass and Yukon route. Wherever you go in Southeast Alaska, there's no shortage of activities for the whole family. Alaska's Inside Passage. The gateway to Alaska is your gateway to adventure.